Hey guys, welcome back to Inner Peace Tarot. I did feel this really weird specific narrative come through. So there's a collective of people right now who I'm seeing generally are trying to manifest a secure attachment with another person. And it kind of divided into like two groups. So we've got a group of people who are nurturing maybe someone who's avoidant or has an anxious or just not a sustainable attachment style. And then we have another group who is not nurturing it. So for whatever reason, we're going to kind of split this into two, and you just pick, I guess, the stack based on how you're responding to an energy that you might be dealing with that is not secure or that is giving you red flags, if you're being honest, right? So let's look at if you are nurturing this. Tell me about this person that this collective is dealing with. How are they behaving? Okay, so this person is being a little cold, sort of giving this impression that they aren't interested or open to this. But it is coming through as like a manipulative energy, so it's not genuine. It might be a little bit of like a mind game to create some kind of a chase. Kind of getting that you are aware of this, whoever this group is. You're aware that like this is a front. And to you, that's a waste. And that's why I think you are nurturing it. Maybe you have this mantra going on where you think that leaving this situation or taking this as a red flag and leaving it alone is petty, or like you don't like to end things over petty, like for petty reasons. So what does Spirit want this collective to know? About what their current actions toward this person are manifesting. You're manifesting the Two of Swords with the Five of Swords. So the Two of Swords is a very stagnant, indecisive, very much unnecessarily stuck energy. And I'm seeing all this water behind her. It's like she's got all this emotion to deal with, but she has nowhere to put it, nowhere to express it. I'm hearing it doesn't feel valid. You know, you're getting caught up in whatever this space is with all these swords that you need to pick up when you have this entire world behind you. And because of somebody else's fear, not yours. I'm seeing this guy in the background. He's like cowering away. So I think generally speaking, this group is being advised not to approach this person, especially with anything vulnerable. Because whether it's an act or not, you're going to be left in this space with a lot to say and nowhere to put those words. Evaluate what it is you want to be loyal to with this dog here in the Five of Swords. Anything else for this group? I'm looking at the Nine of Cups reversed, the Ten of Swords, and the Seven of Swords. So what Spirit is telling me through this is sort of let them play their game. Let them play their trick. It's like you're ruining their play. I don't know why it's coming through as a play, but they have decided, however conscious or not, they want to approach it with this fake whatever. And you going in and sort of calling it out as a front by way of pretending they're not doing it is ruining their game, is kind of what I'm getting. It's like if a kid is, you know, in the middle of some imaginary dramatic, they're playing a game, right? They're like, they've built up this imaginary world and now they're running up to you and they're trying to warn you of some dragon in their imaginary world or whatever. And you're just like, you're not even saying like dragons aren't real. You're saying like, brush your teeth and go to bed. Like, you're just really shutting the game down and they're here for a game. I don't know what that metaphor was, but it's what we got. So anything else for this group? The idea here is they want to play and you don't. And you shutting down their game is not going to make them want to play any less. So this would just be a new opportunity for you to present to yourself that you are this King of Pentacles, very stable, you're the secure one. You don't have any attachment issues. But a secure person who doesn't want to play a game is not going to bother even telling someone that they aren't here to play. You know what I'm saying? They're just going to see that someone wants to play a game and they're going to step back. So this is ultimately boiling down to a front that you're putting on with yourself. You're playing a game with yourself by investing anything into this. It's like telling the kid to go brush their teeth and go to bed so that you can walk away and say, I'm so responsible. You know, and it's not to say that you actually do want to play. I can see that you don't. But it's how you're trying to prove that to yourself. Very interesting. All right, so I think that's it. Let me just make sure. Yes, so we are good here. I hope that this is helpful. All right, so that's that first group. If you're still entertaining something that you know is not what you're here for, we'll look into the second group. This is for the portion of the collective who has come across someone who is not coming through as secure, is not showing up in a secure way, and you're not engaging. You're choosing not to engage any further. So how is this person behaving toward this group? What is the behavior that's coming through? I think that, like, with you not responding, they're kind of coming through as a little confused. So if you do check back with the first pile, this is someone who is trying to play a game, wants to play a game, is here to put on a front, is literally acting the opposite of what they are feeling in real life. And so you don't want to play, right? So you're not playing. And it's almost like this person is like, oh, I wasn't expecting them not to play. I wasn't expecting them to, you know, not even challenge my imaginary world, my front. It's a little bit of like an awkward silence, like, okay. And the way that you're seeing it is kind of like, what else was I gonna do? Right, so what does Spirit have for this group as far as what they're manifesting and not engaging any further? Goodness. So I'm looking at the Two of Cups, the Judgment card in reversed, and the Four of Swords. Why is this Judgment card in reversed? You're manifesting an opportunity to I'm hearing wish on a star to articulate what it is that you actually do want to come across. What does that secure attachment look like to you, feel like to you when it does show up? So I say this a lot in my readings, but when you say no to something, you're holding space to be able to say yes to something that is a better energetic match. And so what I'm seeing is you've created this space now to allow something better to come in, but you still need to articulate to the universe, to your higher self, what it is that you feel you're ready for. You've made the space, now use it, is kind of the idea. What is this group being guided to ask themselves in particular? What makes you feel happy? And in getting something that was not what you wanted at all, right? You can really use that as a tool to articulate what that is. Even if there were some aspects about this person that did get you excited or did intrigue you, what were those things? And then hold that next to the things that turned you off of this. And then continue to let the whole thing go, is what I'm hearing with this, like, sort of like fabric or whatever, banner. All right, anything else? Don't have a lot of cards in this stack. This one. Okay, and as you do this, continue to be accountable or look for where you can take accountability for being the person playing this role that this other person that you're turning down has played. So when you come across a stable person, a secure person, possibly in the past, right? I'm getting that you didn't totally vibe with that, right? You were kind of resistant to the energy. So you're being guided as you identify what it is that makes you happy, not only to look at this other person, but to look at what it is that you've been offering and where it wasn't good enough by your standards, not theirs, right? If it were you, if you were this other person in the past who you could have showed up for better, say this was you, you're dating yourself. Where did you not meet your own needs? And add that to your list, your things that need to be accounted for in this next relationship that you go into. I'm hearing that maybe this person bored you, and I think that there's more to that. What specifically bored you about that person is what you're being guided to ask. All right, so that is what I have. This was a very interesting format, but that's what came through today. So I hope that it was helpful for whoever comes across it. If it was, go ahead and give it a like. Maybe we'll do it again.